or one of the many who led the charge, UFC President Dana White. Dana, why was it important for you to get back into action? It wasn't just money, right?
No, not at all. I mean, it was important for me to figure out a way to go through the pandemic, and it was equally as important to me to come back first and show everybody that that could be done too.
And what was the result? First, you communicated with the White House. You and President Trump got along great. So you could directly go to the man in charge and said, can I do this?
Correct, yeah. But it wasn't a federal thing. It was harder to go state by state. It was all the different states, the no-brainers, Florida, Texas, Arizona, and then we finished off in Vegas. We sold out in Jacksonville, sold out in Houston, sold out in Arizona, and then just had, the second biggest event in UFC history in Vegas.
Do you think you created a loyalty in fans that didn't even exist before because you're willing to literally fight for them to get back into action, to give us all a break from this global pandemic?
Yeah, I think so. And we created more fans because we went through the pandemic. There was nothing else to watch. So if you hadn't seen the UFC before, you got into it during the pandemic.
You, like nobody else, really represent your sport well. You're in the middle of it. You talk very honestly and candidly on the broadcast before and now. Do you worry when you look around this country and you bleed red, white, and blue that we're losing the charge, the energy, the fight to be successful no matter what we do? Are we losing that?
Yeah, I think we are, to be honest with you. It's, I don't know, I've never seen anything like it. It's blowing my mind. But you know what? Everybody that's slowing down, everybody that is afraid or whatever their reason is for not wanting to get back to work, not wanting to, to run their business, not wanting to get back to normal and full capacity, I'll run you all over. I'll run you over.
Right, and that should be the attitude of the 22-year-old to the 32-year-old. If people are going to sit on the sideline, that's an opportunity. No one ever gave you anything.
Absolutely right. There's never been more opportunity out there than there is right now. I keep hearing about restaurants that can't open all the way because they can't get people to come into work. You can't get an Uber because nobody wants to go back and drive Uber. It's a very weird time in this country right now, and yeah. People need to get back to work and things need to get back to normal as soon as possible.
You got the celebrity row now when it comes to UFC fights. I did the first 4 in the beginning at Denver and Colorado. It almost felt like an underground situation. People like John McCain wanted to stop it. He later came around on it. And one of those celebrities that came to your last big event was President Trump. How was he received?
Oh, very well. He was received very well. He was in New York, too, when he came to the fight in New York. At the end of the day, he's a fight fan. He showed up to the fights. He sat there. He watches all the fights, and he stayed till it was over. And, I've had a 20-year relationship with the guy, and he's always been amazing to me.
Conor McGregor, obviously broken bone, a broken leg. He's going to take 6 months off. You said in the pre-fight hype, he actually kicked you in the ribs?
He kneed me in the ribs at the press conference, yeah, accidentally.
Is he the biggest draw, and do you think he'll be coming back?
Yeah, he's the biggest draw ever. Not just at this sport, he's one of the biggest draws ever in combat sports, period. He's going to be off for 9 months, so I expect him to be back in roughly a year, and yes, he will be back.
Check out Dana White's Ultimate Fighter on ESPN+. They got big fights over the weekend also on ESPN. Dana, thanks so much for doing it. America really needed a break. You provided it. Now you got fans, and now your league is thriving. Thanks so much, Dana.